Hello, family. Oh, so this is the day that the Lord has made. I shall rejoice and be glad in it. This is a good Friday today, y'all, for a lot of reasons. Because it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It is a wrap. Let me explain what I mean. Humanity has been trying its best to end a lot of stories written about themselves for a very long time. Whether it be stories told 50 years ago, or 100 years ago, or 1,000 years ago, or 2,000 years ago, 4,000, 6,000, 10,000, 100,000, 200,000 years ago. Either way, humanity is wrapping up a lot of the stories that have been told about them, written about them. So we are seeing the ending, the finale, the end of the final chapters of a lot of these stories. Thus ending the history of humanity. Because the history of humanity will now be the written beginnings of her story. His story will guide humanity's new story. They will be types and shadows of a new story. Her story will balance out his story. Thus, we are seeing the endings of the chapters of these pre-recorded stories. And I am grateful because I got to witness today the finale, if you will, in the spirit realm of Joseph's story specifically, and the biblical story of the house of Israel and what is happening and what is getting ready to happen with the end of that story, which will start the beginning of a new one. We know what time we're in. And so, what I'm going to say to the chosen is don't be afraid of your story. Don't be afraid of your story. We all are assigned to observe and partake in the endings of many human stories. That's what we were called here to do. And it is our assignment, as many will know, that any story that is written, whether considered factual or fictional, it doesn't matter. If a story is told, if a story is written, whether it doesn't matter whatever particular medium it comes through. The point is, it has to manifest itself, begin and end. That's why we should be very careful about what narratives we create, but also careful about what narratives we believe, quote unquote, and careful about what narratives we accept, because we all have a story. And the gods, in addition to God's children, have stories as well. We all have the power to create stories. But once we create those stories, we are responsible for seeing those stories come to an end, because this is how we continue with our story. This is how we ascend. So I'm grateful for this time. I'll be talking about this more this weekend, but I just wanted to say that because this was surely the day to do that. And so, with that being said, we will see you next time.